coming to my channel again. I hope you subscribed. Please. I have made amends with my... Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Mel, aka Baby Girl, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I've seen Adam McIntyre do it on his channel, and as we all know, I'm a huge fan of him. But I thought I would give this a try too. I hope he doesn't mind me being a little bit of a copycat today. But I have some interest in Am I the A-hole? I don't know if you've heard of it on Reddit, but they have a subreddit called Am I the A-hole? And it's where people tell stories asking the audience, are they the A-hole in the situation or not? Now you can say that they're the A-hole, not the A-hole. You can't really decide, or nobody's the a-hole. So let's dive in and read our first Am I the a-hole? Okay. Am I the a-hole for cutting contact with my birth mom? Okay, this is going to be a good one for me because my children were, as teenagers, adopted to this family when I was going through a lot of severe homelessness, and we were struggling really, really bad, especially during the COVID year, 2020. Okay, am I the a-hole for cutting contact with my birth mom? I was adopted when I was 8. My sister and I were put in foster care when I was 6. We were taken away because my birth mom is a drug addict who would forget to feed us, and we would starve for days. When I turned 16, my older sister wanted to meet our birth mom, and I wasn't fond of this idea because I have PTSD from what happened in that home and in foster care. I caved, and we met her. At first, I thought she had changed. I realized that she hadn't. I sent her a letter telling her what I went through in foster care. I told her about my sexual assault and about the abuse I endured. Instead of feeling remorse, she turned it around and made the whole thing about her. She was the victim. That is what made me furious. But what made it worse was when she threatened to beat up my adoptive mom and take me away from her. Legally, she couldn't do that, but that didn't stop her from calling CPS and saying that I was being starved and abused. I told CPS that my birth mom is wrong and I was not being neglected, with the fact that I could buy my own food because I had a job. I cut contact with her after she did that. At first, I thought it would make her understand that what she was doing was wrong, and hopefully she would change. She just started making new social media accounts to get to me. I finally got a restraining order because I was scared to go anywhere alone. The restraining order lasted for 2 years, and it just expired a couple weeks ago. It took her 2 days to start friending me and trying to message me. I don't think she has changed. She just still sees herself as the victim. I want to make her understand all of the pain and suffering I had to go through. How do I tell her what happened to me is not okay and that she needs to work on herself? I am in therapy again because I started having panic attacks. It was a weekly occurrence. I have decided to not talk to her anymore. Am I crazy? Am I doing the right thing? I believe that you are not the asshole. I don't know what you guys think, but in my situation, I feel for the mother because, at the time I have dealt with addiction and I've dealt with all that stuff. And it isn't that the mother or the person addicted doesn't care about or love their children. It's that the drug is so strong and so binding on you that you feel like, I can be a better person if I have this. I can feel better if I have my substance, and then I can communicate better with my children or whoever is involved. Now, with that being said, that doesn't make it an excuse. That's just what the reality is. So, you have to think about an addict's mind is stalled in the age where the addiction started. And not only that, if they've started before their brains have fully developed, that's another factor of you have to look into. And addiction hits people differently all over. And it's not that parents don't love their children. Like I said, it's that these parents are sick and they need help. Once I got help, once I started doing better that way, it was like a whole new world for me. I changed my reality to be better. I have made amends with my family members, but my children are a little bit still standoffish, but I totally understand. I don't sit there and try to force myself on them. I love them with all my heart. I have a great relationship with my oldest, who is my daughter. She's 22. And I'm hoping that soon my boys, I have 3 boys, they'll come around. You know, it's just that they're teenagers and they feel like when I decided to allow them to be adopted, that I did it to just get them out of my life. Whereas no, I did it because I was struggling so bad at that time. I was in recovery. I was struggling. I was homeless. I didn't want to drag my children through that. So I let them get adopted because she could not have children. Her husband and her really wanted kids. They adopted my children. Yes, they were older. They were in their teenage years already by the time they were adopted. But she loves them like I do. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, let's share motherhood. You can't have kids. I'll share mine. You know, it takes a village. I believe that her and her husband can teach my children things that they wouldn't learn with me. He was an ex-pro boxer, so they can give my children things that I could not do. They put my children through school. I cannot do that. They give them a stable home, and at the time, I could not do that. So what's the best choice in the situation? Do I be selfish and force my children to struggle with me? Or do I allow them to get adopted and have the life I couldn't give them? It kills me every single day of my life to not have them. Am I the a-hole for feeling jealous and mad over my best friend's friendship with another friend of theirs? So, sorry for crying, you guys. My best friend of over 8 years has recently been hanging out with someone else. Let's call my best friend Catherine and the new girl Jane. Jane has done a lot of fucked up shit to Catherine. Threats telling her to unalive herself, body shaming, SAing, and even confronting her just to try to get her to fall for her. Catherine recently forgives Jane. Now they've been hanging out nonstop and always posting together. I told Catherine that I was feeling left out and that she needed to watch her back because Jane has broken Catherine's heart many, many times. Catherine told me that I was being an asshole and I was stupid for assuming that I was getting replaced. Am I the asshole? No. Again, I think all of these are going to be no for me. But no, you're not the asshole. You tried to communicate with your friend. Your friend should be understanding of why you feel that way. And then she should make a compromise and communicate back with you if she cares enough about her relationship with you. You know, communication is key. You tried to do that. She should have said, I didn't know I was making you feel that way. I apologize. Thank you for looking out for me. I will watch out for those things and I will make sure to make time for you. How hard is that? Moving on. Gosh. I feel like you should be a therapist. Am I the a-hole for making my sister's nose bleed after she tried to hit me and kick me? 14 male and my sister 14 male and my sister 16 female. She's turning 17 soon. Got into a fight tonight. It started with her asking me to come downstairs and asking me to help her remember the password for the computer. I told her to grab my keyboard and mouse and I'll be down there shortly. When I got down there, I was trying passwords and she started being rude. I told her that if she was going to treat me that way, then she wasn't going to get my help. I started to walk upstairs when she slams my keyboard on my desk. That's a brand new keyboard. So I turned around and took my mouse and keyboard USB piece back and told her that if she wanted to treat my stuff like she wasn't going to be using it, I then took it to my mom and put it away. room and put it away. My mom, what am I saying? She then kicked my door and ran upstairs. I waited till she was upstairs and I went to talk to my mom about it. When I reached the top of the stairs, my sister came out of her room and lunged at me, trying to push me down the stairs. So I told her if she does it again, I will defend myself. She then tried to take my stuff, so I tried to grab it and she pushed me. My sister's being more violent than me. I got scared, so I pushed her to the floor. Then I pinned her down and my mom comes out. She tells me to let her go, or to let go, so I hesitate. Then I do it. My misstep then tries to kick me, so I backed up and she got up and ran to me. I instantly wrapped my arms around her, shoved her back, and slammed her into the ground. She hit her nose on accident and it started to bleed. So, am I the asshole? Absolutely not. Your sister is 16 years old. She should not be violent with you like that, and it's possible your sister needs help because she's probably got some kind of issues underlying that caused her to react that way. Okay. So, thank you for watching this video with me and deciding if people are the asshole or not in these situations. And, sorry about that, guys. Phone died. But anyways, thanks for watching. Coming to my channel again. I hope you subscribe. Please subscribe. Like the video. And comment. I mean it. Damn it, don't be an asshole to me.